up, beautiful people? My name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an awesome day, and today's video is going to be a little mini declutter. I'm going to throw away a few things and I'm going to declutter a few things as well. I just want to get rid of a few things. I declutter all the time, so I'm not going to do a full declutter. These are I do declutters every 3 months, so it's not like I'm getting rid of a ton of things today. But there's a few things like eyeliners and stuff I wanted to throw out and tell you what I'm getting rid of them for. And there's a few things I'm just going to part ways and make room in my collection. I want to rearrange one of my Alex drawers, so I was going to part ways with a few things, rearrange some stuff just so I have more room for Halloween makeup when that comes around. And without any further ado, guys, let's get into it. Alright guys, before we get started, today's video is sponsored by Kdara, so I want to thank them so much for that, and let me tell you a little bit about them in case you haven't heard them before. So Kdara is a CBD brand. They have a lot of CBD products. They have everything from oils to gummies to creams to bath bombs and even pet treats and drops that you can internally use on yourself, and they also have pet versions as well, like a little dropper of oil that you can put underneath your tongue and dissolve. Now CBD is really popular right now, and I think it's pretty good why it is. CBD is really great with pain management, sleep deprivation, and stress. Now personally, I kind of use these things because I have a lot of anxiety, especially when something's coming up or I have a lot of stuff on my plate or I have to go out socially. I get really stressed, so something like this really does help me, especially because I also have sleeping problems, so those little oil drops under the tongue help me sometimes. But Kdara's gummies are my favorite thing I've tried for them so far. So these are little watermelon gummies. Now it may look full, but that's because they pack this jar full, and I've had quite a few of them so far just so I can test them out and tell you what I think. Now these are big gummies. I've tried some gummies before, they're small and it gives you a weird aftertaste afterwards. I feel like the big with the sugar on top makes them taste a lot better, and I feel better using them. Now this brand is owned by a cardiovascular ICU nurse who specializes in pain management as well as well-being lifestyle stuff. So it's backed by a good source. It also is third-party tested to work, and these products are just really tasty, easy to use, and they help your daily life. Now, I also want to tell you guys a little bit, a little special thing that they're doing a giveaway. So I'm going to leave their Instagram link to the top of the description box. If you want to check them out, head over to their Instagram and participate in their giveaways so you guys can win a jar of gummies. Now there's going to be a couple winners, and I hope you guys enter. Good luck. And also just check out the website. I'll leave a link down below as well as their Instagram. Check them out, and if you need something like this in your life, there's never a better time, especially when you got the anxiety. So thank you again, Kdara, for sponsoring today's video. I'm super happy to be working with you, and now let's get into the declutter. Okay guys, so let's get into the declutter part of the video, and the first thing I'm decluttering is already packed up and ready to be gifted to someone else. It is the Ultraviolet palette from Urban Decay. I decided to gift it to someone who uses it more than me. It wasn't my absolute favorite palette in the world, but someone else might love it more, so hopefully that's what happens. I also have a couple things that I'm just gonna chuck in the trash because I can't do anything with them. So the first thing, well, there's two things from Kat Von D that I've had forever. I got them at TJ Maxx years ago, and I keep holding on to them thinking I would need it for something, but I haven't needed it yet, so I'm going to part ways with them. They are the Tattoo Brow from Kat Von D in the shade, I think it's dark brown, medium brown. I had the dark brown before too. I already decluttered that one. It just stayed wet forever, so I was like, it's still good, but it's starting to dry out now, and it's super old, so I'm going to part ways with this. This, I'm even right now, I'm just do I need it for something? But I don't use it, and I'm like, what if I do need it for a costume or a special look? But I haven't used it, and it's 5 years old. So it is the Kat Von D Lightning Liner in Bach, which is a metallic-y blue shade. This thing does stay really wet, and you can pump up more products, and it's a really cool metallic-y blue color, but I haven't used it, and it's old, so I cannot take the risk of however old it is being near my eyes. So I'm gonna declutter it. Maybe I'll get a declutter, maybe I'll be able to get a gel liner that's lightning blue too, and I won't feel bad about losing that. I don't know. Next up, we just have some other stuff I'm going to toss. This is the Ruby May Drama Queen Mascara. We got this in some subscription box. I can't remember which, maybe it was Bijou Beauty box? I don't know, maybe it was Glow Addict? I don't know. We got a subscription box. It looks like this. It has a big old wand on it, but it just wasn't my favorite mascara in the world. It doesn't really coat the lashes very well. The big wand just kind of touches your lashes, doesn't really coat them. There's not too much product that kind of clings to the brush, and it's starting to dry already, and it's only been a month that I've started using it, so I'm going to part ways with that. Very disappointing by that product, actually. The other mascara I'm going to part ways with, not that old, but I have two other ones open that I like more. Maybe, I could keep it. I don't know. I'm going to declutter it. It is the Lily Lashes mascara. It's okay, but that's it. It's just okay. I mean, I don't mind the top lashes not being phenomenal looking because I do put false lashes on over top of everything, but they don't really separate my bottom lashes like how I would prefer the most, and it's not the blackest in the world. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one so I can get use out of my other ones that are already opened. Other two eyeliners that I'm going to declutter is the Jordana Easy Liner in Sea Green. I don't have another eyeliner this sea green color, which is why I kept it for so long. But I've had this since before I started a channel. So it's like 6 years old. It still works fine, which is why I've kept it. But again, I shouldn't be putting things this old into my waterline. So it's gonna go today. I'm gonna need to find a little eyeliner and put it in my collection that's this color. And I'm also finally going to declutter. This came in a BoxyCharm Premium forever ago, and I've been using it all the time. It is the Tartist double-ended eyeliner. I don't know what it's called. The words are starting to rub off of it. But one end has a pencil, which looks like this. It's an okay pencil. It's just, it's fallen out of here. Like, you can just take it out, which isn't the best. It's just kind of like a oh, I broke it, whatever. Pencil liner. And then I've just been using the liquid side every day, but it's starting to get kind of bleedy on me, and it's kind of fading, like when I put it in between the lash and the eyeball area, the eye socket area, you know, that little area right there. It just doesn't stay the blackest, so I'm deciding to just go ahead and part with this one, even though it is pretty wet still. Other thing I'm just gonna toss is the Matcha Face Milk from 4th Ray Beauty, which is Colourpop's skincare brand. I finished, I think it was maybe the papaya, it wasn't an empties a while back. I finished one of those, and I finished the whole thing, but I haven't been using this, and it's getting kind of crusty on the edges here, so I'm just gonna part ways with it because there's other skincare products I've been using a lot more lately. Alright, so onto the stuff that I am gonna like give away, maybe I'll list something on Depop, all that stuff. So the first thing, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this honestly, because so I did a Stylevana, like trying Stylevana products video months ago, and I tried like this Pony Effect foundation, and it came with an extra one. I ended up giving the foundation away in the compact, and I kept the extra one for some freaking reason. I didn't realize I had this. So I just have a foundation here, which is still sealed, and a puff. So I don't really know what to do with this, but I don't need my collection, so I'm gonna figure out something. Maybe I'll just list it on Depop for like nothing, but yeah, I don't know. For some reason I kept the foundation extra, but I didn't keep the compact to put it in. That's my life. Next up, we have some of these like weird tools. I've had these for ages, like since the beginning of my channel, especially this one, and I never used them. I thought it'd be like a cool testing out weird beauty products video. It never happened, so I'm not gonna keep them forever. This is like a lash applicator, lash curling looking thing. It's just a little weird tool here for your lashes. I thought it was kind of fun, so I bought it. And then I also have this like lash tool so you don't get mascara on your skin. I'd never use those things, so I don't know why I bought them, and I don't know why I kept them. Next up, we have a couple lip products from subscription boxes. So this first thing is the Perricone MD No Lipstick Lipstick that we got in a BoxyCharm Premium. It looked weird, so I contacted BoxyCharm about that, and they just said different batches have different styles on them. So the thing is fine, but I mean, I don't think I'd ever wear a no lipstick lipstick myself. So I'm gonna part ways with this. I'm also going to part ways with two other things, like lip products from subscription boxes that I don't think I'd use. This one is newer. It is the Melted Matte in Bend and Snap, which is like a really cute Legally Blonde reference, but that's a bright pinky kind of color I don't really wear, so I'm gonna part ways with that as well. And this $40 retail price is what the box said when I got this. Crazy lip liner and lip gloss set from KAB. The color itself is like a really pretty everyday kind of red kind of color, but like, I don't know, it's not really my kind of thing. I don't wear lip gloss, but it was cute. Like, I don't waste money on subscription boxes. I feel like I get a fun video out of it. I quite enjoy when I unbox stuff, so I don't feel like I waste money on subscription boxes, but sometimes I get things I just wouldn't use. Now, speaking of subscription box stuff, this is something I bought on Poshmark for like $25 instead of the $45 retail price because it wasn't subscription boxes, but I got this as a backup, and I don't need a backup. I need to stop buying backups of stuff. So this is the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette. I know you guys are like, you're parting ways with that? I mean, I have to. I feel like I don't need that many backups of stuff. I feel like when I finish my own, maybe I'll pick up a backup of it, or maybe I'll move on to a new product to test out. But this is the Perfector Face Palette from Cover FX. I bought a duplicate, and I don't need the duplicate, but it is a really great product. If you have it, try it out, it's great. Next up, a pack of makeup wipes from First Aid Beauty. These are the Caffeine Matcha Wake Up Wipes. Wake Up Makeup Wipes. It's kind of a cute name. I just didn't like these that much. So I'm going to part ways with the extra pack that I bought because I didn't even finish. I literally threw away half the original pack I had. I didn't even finish using the pack. I just threw them out. So I'm going to part ways with those because they're not for me. A lot of people probably love them. I got them because I love First Aid Beauty's products. But they just don't work out for me, which is fine. Next up, the Kick foundation from Soap and Glory. This was a dupe for another foundation, but this is a more expensive version of it. And it's still a good drugstore foundation. I just forget to use it. I have so many foundations. Literally, like, my foundation drawer is full. I probably should have just picked out one or two more to declutter right now, but this is the only one I picked out to declutter at the moment because my foundation drawer is always full, but I love foundations, so I never reached for this one. I think I used it once for a video, and that's it. So it can go. It is in the shade 01, which is kind of dark for being number 1, but it's like a tan version of me kind of color. Next up, I'm going to part ways with a few palettes. I'm going to part ways with both of these palettes from the tie-dye collection from Colourpop. I reviewed both of them. I really shouldn't have placed an order for that first stuff in the first place. I mean, I did Afterpay, so I don't feel as bad. For some reason, I know I'm still paying the same amount of money when I Afterpay stuff, but I don't feel as bad about it for some reason, just because I feel like I'm only paying a little bit at a time. But the first palette is the In a Trance palette from Colourpop. I do a full review of this. I just used it the one time for the review and I never touched it again, so I clearly don't need it. The other one is the Aura and Out palette, which is the one I was really excited about, and this is what it looks like. Again, I touched it for the video and I haven't touched it since, and when I look at it, it's like not something I'm like dying to use. So neither one of these palettes I need in my collection. I could hold on to them until like the next declutter video, but then what's the point, you know? Next up, another palette from a subscription box. This is the Milani Everyday Eyes palette. I just don't think I get a lot of use out of it. It's cute. I like the orange moment, but I just don't think I get a lot of use out of it. And the last palette I'm decluttering is the Glamlight Pizza palette, the Meat Lovers one. I know, okay, I know. I bought a mystery box from Glamlight, and this was in there, and I was really excited about it, and I got the green one, the Veggie Lovers 2. And I just keep keeping it because I love how this ham shade looks. I think I've used it twice. Like, if that. I might have used it once. I know I used it at least once. I might have used it twice. But most shades are completely untouched, and I just don't use pinks. I feel like I already have the Blood Sugar palette, which I don't use. So if I was going to use pinks, I might as well use the big palette. I'm not decluttering anytime soon. So I'm going to declutter this one. It's just too tall anyways. It doesn't really sit with my storage. But then I kept the other one for some reason because I love greens. Now, there's a lot of blushes in my collection, but I feel like it's the year of the blush. And blushes are really nice, but I'm going to declutter one. I'm going to declutter the Charlotte Tilbury Ecstasy cheek thing. It looks like a boob a little bit. It's just really subtle. I'm wearing a lot more, I mean, not today, but I'm wearing a lot more blush than normal usually. And this one's just super, super subtle, so I'm going to part ways with it. It was pretty pricey, but I really do love Charlotte Tilbury products. The next thing is one highlighter. It's the Kaleidos Star Surfer. I just have a lot of other pink glittery highlighters, and I don't really need this one. I do love their highlighter formula. It's really pretty, but I have a lot of pink highlighters already, so I'm going to part ways with this one too. I'm also going to part ways with something I haven't even used, which is the Milani Fruit Fetish Dragon Fruit Peach Setting Spray. I got this, and I got really excited because I love the mango one. Like, I use the mango one all the time. If I'm using, like, I mean, I only have a couple setting sprays these days. I've used a lot of them. I finished a lot of them. So I only have a couple, but I do use the mango one quite a bit. It's like a pineapple mango. It's like a yellow bottle of this, and I use it all the time. So for some reason, I thought I needed two. But how long does it take me to finish a mist? I don't need two setting sprays, just because they're scented and really scented nice and not like overwhelmingly scented. I just love mists. I'm a sucker for a mist. And lastly, we have the First Aid Beauty Pharma Arnica Relief and Rescue Mask, the Soothe and De-Stress. I got this thing to be a really great moisturizer. I think I used it like twice, maybe 3 times tops, and I did only use like a little baby amount for like a dry spot on my skin. It does a great amount. It does a great moisturizing thing on those little spots, but I have a lot of moisturizing products, so I don't need it, but it is really nice, and you get a ton of product in here, really. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I just decided to part ways with a few things today, and hopefully I can rearrange my special effects makeup to not be so cluttered in those drawers, and maybe I can move things down. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video, and be sure to check out Kdara in the comment section, top of the description box down below.